Hello everybody, I hope you're going well. I'm just going to analyze the third game of my chess tournament in France. So, before the game starts, I have to explain what is going on this tournament and what was going on this tournament. So, before the video starts, I have to explain you. Probably you don't see it because I'm just recording this video with my webcam, but I'm pretty big, pretty bright and so on. So the problem is that I have to breathe more than other people. This is just standard biology. I have to breathe more than other people. I need more oxygen. And my opponent is someone who is pretty small, and you see, he doesn't need to breathe so much as I am. And now the problem with this tournament and with what was going on is that there was many people in a pretty small room, and it was pretty tough to breathe in the room. Like, it was just a nightmare. So I had to look at the position on the chessboard, then go outside the Batman and starting to walk in the park, like in the perimeter that we could use. And there I just met some dogs, even some girls, and I just could breathe correctly outside of 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 the playroom. So now that you know this, let's just start with the game. And you see the small detail is having a pretty important role in this tournament. So I play with the white pieces. I have 2 points out of two, and I have to win the game with the white pieces. So pretty standard. And again, and this is a pretty it was for me a pretty huge surprise for the tournament. But I played again against someone who is lower rated, and this guy is again 1589 FIDE. All my opponents are rated 1600. How is it possible? But okay, I played knight f3, knight f6, g3, b6. He prepared. I already knew that he made a small preparation because he played every move instantly. I played bishop g2, he played bishop b7, castles, e6. Okay, pretty standard position, nothing to talk about. c4, bishop e7, d4, castles, and knight c3. And right now he played a move that surprised me because this is not a good move. I mean, he played knight e4, and the idea of knight e4 is preventing me from playing e4 or playing d5 first and then playing e4. But you see, the problem is that if the knight wasn't there, knight e4 would be such a good move. But after queen c2 d5, I can just take and play knight e5, and right now the position is completely fine for me. He played knight e7. He took on c3, which was a bit surprising because I just wasn't prepared for knight takes c3. Okay, pawn takes and knight e7. And here I had problems. I couldn't breathe, so I wanted to leave the room and and just starting to breathe outside, but I couldn't because we cannot. When it's your move, you can't just leave the room. It's you can't do it. You can't do it. Or you have to prepare. You have to talk to the referee, but the referee wasn't there, and I just couldn't. And you know, my opponent played every move instantly, and the problem is that I couldn't open the window because it was windy outside. So for me, it is a dream that is windy outside. But I couldn't open the window because yeah, it could cause some problems. Imagine if the window is just bunching and just punching everyone who is working near to it. So I couldn't open. So I just took on d7 and played a4. The idea is to play bishop a3 and exchanging my bad bishop for this good bishop. And this is a bad bishop for the black camp. He played rook e8, okay, bishop a3 and bishop a6. I played and I just couldn't look at the chessboard at all. I was like, no, stop the game. I cannot play at all. Imagine this. Right now I'm just pretty happy with you. But even though right now I'm wearing such a mask and the window is open and so on, I already have problems right now. It does actually hurt me to use the mask. But in the game, it was a nightmare. I just couldn't sit sit on the chair. I wanted to die. It was such a nightmare. And right now when I'm thinking this, I'm just looking at me and thinking, why did you do this? What is your problem? Why did you play this game? and he was just playing instantly. I was looking for the referee, but he wasn't there. He just left the room. I don't know why. Probably he was going out and smoking something. I took on e7, rook takes, and rook e1. I already stand up. I didn't even roll the moves. Like I already went back. I saw from from the corner of my eyes that he played the move, but I didn't care. I just walk outside. I walk outside, and I was outside for, I don't know, probably 30 minutes. I was just laying in the grass, and I couldn't breathe at all. It was a nightmare. And this is such a bad feeling because I had to play, and I knew that I have to play. But somehow I was starting to think at this position right now, and I didn't see anything for me. Like the position is so equal. It was just a nightmare. What did you do? Why the hell with the white pieces are you playing a position in which you don't have any possibilities to win? Right now I will just put on the engine. Yeah, the position is minus 0.6.8. It was, I just played so badly, but I couldn't just look at the chessboard. I went back, I was a bit oxygenated, and I could breathe. I started to think. He played bishop c4. Actually, I had to show you the move. I decided, I was thinking, yeah, probably e4, but no, but he would just trade, and this is not giving me anything. Like, actually, he can trade, because actually bishop c4 is actually a mistake, because after e4, I didn't saw this on the board, but I was like this, and this doesn't work, because I'm attacking, he can just defend. I just realizing how stupid I am. You see, this is a problem. I just missed that this is a fork in one move. You see this? Wow. Now you see the problem when I can breathe. So sometimes I'm playing pretty incredible games, and sometimes I'm not. Okay, play e3 with the idea that I'm just putting all my pawns on the black squares, and this is my good bishop, this is his bad bishop. And here he played rook a8. For me, it was a mistake. I played rook eb1. I wanted to play on this side of the board, and he played a6, because if I was playing this, my plan was to play a5, and after b5, the bishop is blocked. He can go back, and the position is completely fine. h6, a5, and b5. And if he's doing that, the bishop is blocked forever. But if he's taking, actually, I'm just have this move, and I'm just completely winning right now. Probably the engine is right now saying 1.4, 1.5. Okay, it's good. I don't want to use the engine, but okay. Stop the engine, but okay. You see, this is the problem. He just played correctly, and I couldn't figure out. He played a6, and here I'm still sick of this position, because I was very trying to win the game with the white pieces, but I couldn't put myself in the right feeling. When you can't breathe during a chess game, is this a nightmare? It's just awful. I played a move because I thought that, yeah, this move is just fine. I played h4 with the idea that I want to play king h2 and bishop h3, and using this open file. And I just played h4. He played this move. Oh shit, I'm losing. This is actually a mistake, a pretty tough mistake. H4 is actually a mistake. Probably Stockfish is going to say 0. I don't know what, 5 or 3 or something like this. But for the human, is this a nightmare to play, because g5 is coming in. g5 takes, and king there, with the idea of putting the rooks. And I can play this, because let's say you play h5. After this, for example, just queen f3, and I can defend, and I cannot do this. And the next move is this. So actually, I'm pretty sick h4 this, and I was like, oh, he wants to play this, and exchange me. And I was just afraid. I didn't calculate anything. I was just afraid. This is the problem. When I can't put myself in the correct mood because of oxygen that is just missing, I can play the game at all. I played rook b2. I offered him a draw. and we agreed to a draw. A nightmare, a nightmare. Can you figure it out? I just drew against the 1500. It was pretty bad, but it was just awful, awful. I'm pretty I'm not happy of this game. I want to say I'm not happy of this game at all. And even though I won the two first games, right now drawing, okay, it's good. It's good. I have two and a half out of five, out of 3 rounds, but it's still a draw. It's still not good. I mean, why the hell is this like this? Like I cannot control this. I cannot control the fact that I can breathe in a room in which I am supposed to breathe correctly. But this is like it is, and I can't do anything about it. And actually, I just put the engine on, and the position was now the position is -1. So actually, I made a mistake. It was actually my first mistake of the game, rook b2, in order to play queen d1, and we agreed to a draw. Yeah, pretty bad, pretty bad. So you see that even FIDE masters can do some draws, and it is pretty pretty interesting because I know many international masters and grandmasters who are 2500 rated or probably 2600 rated, and they just drew against 20 like against 2000 or against someone who is rated 1800. This is pretty tough. And okay, it was a bad game. I could breathe and so on. But okay, I hope in the next game it would be better. It wasn't better. So okay, if you don't want to miss more chess recaps, you can just subscribe to the channel, share this video, share this channel, subscribe, activate the notification button, and see you in the future upload. Take care.